It just got real. Say how you feel. Got is mad. Yeah, that's too bad. Off of my dick, I got him stressed out. Look at me, I'm blessed now. Tell him I'm the best.
What up? It's your boy Cristo coming at you live, baby. Coming at you live, baby. And as always, I got my boy with me.
What's going on, guys? It is Rocky Raccoon, and it is December 19th, 2024, episode 52.
It's been 7 months since we've seen y'all guys out there.
Been a minute.
How y'all been?
Hopefully good.
Struggle's real, isn't it?
Hey, man. Struggle's real. Hope y'all are alive out there still, doing well,
Yeah, we told you it wasn't easy, was it? It ain't easy. But we're here.
Easy.
You're here. You're still here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for showing up.
Appreciate you.
All 30 of you people watching this, we love you guys so much, man. All right?
So much.
Gang, gang.
All right, man. But it feels
seeing you, Rocco. How you been, man? You been good?
I've
Staying
been good,
alive?
man. I'm up there, man. I probably should be taking my vitamins, more, but
Oh, yeah, man. AG Green, where you at? Where's the plug?
yeah, where's the plug, man?
Give me
Where's
your
the plug?
sponsorship. We're trying to get it.
Yeah, man, but I've been doing good, just
No vitamins for me, man. I don't do that
vitamins?
either. I got to take some vitamins too, man.
I probably should
I might
start.
take some kind of like produce shot in the morning or something and think I'm doing something for myself, but that's not really doing anything.
Makes
If
them
I
feel
just
good.
do one every 6 months, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually what I do is I wake up and get a cup of water, and then I just put some green dye in the water, so it looks like it's green juice.
Healthy. It's
And I
green.
just pound that down, They both taste like, terrible. The good stuff and the bad stuff.
Yeah, brother.
Doesn't taste good, man. But there's been so much that's been going on out there, man.
Like planes, trains, automobiles. Talk about that. We got
man.
things in the sky that people don't know what's going on, man. We're
where
talking
do
about the
you even
drones.
start? The drones.
Let's talk about the drones in New Jersey, man. That's where we need to start, man. This has been recently going on. Like I said, planes, trains, automobiles. Now we got the drones. Tell me about it.
Dude, it's like the Chief Keef song, dude. Bow, 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 bow. We go hit New Jersey up. Bow, 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 bow. We go blow New Jersey up. Okay, but anyway, get that out of sight. Just had to, shout out to Chief Keef. But yeah, the drones, man. There's
Tell the people about it, man.
so many drones out there, the size of SUVs, some size of maybe motorcycles. You know what I mean? We'll stick with the vehicle.
Yeah. So I seen some things too, man, about the size of these things, and I'm not too sure how big they are. Some people say the size of a car, like you said, a motorcycle. Who knows?
So, so this has been going on since November, maybe even possibly before that. Then people just didn't really think to look up. It's like the movie Don't Look Up, because the government's like, don't look up, guys. You look up, and then they're like, they lied to us.
Movie James Franco.
They lied to us. So basically think that movie, but just like in real life right now. Because, it was like the senators of New Jersey, the mayors, been coming out and be like, we need answers. The city needs answers. We need to know what's going on. And the government's, okay, well, we don't know what it is, where they come from, but they don't seem to be acting in any hostile way. So
What does the president say? The president's like this. He's like, we know they're not ours. We know that they're not theirs. We know where they're coming from, the ocean. We know where their garage door is at. So if we wanted to go there, we'd go there. That's all I can tell you guys.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Yeah, so...
That's what he said, man. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, but the president-elect coming up, Trump, he came up and did a speech, and he said, we need answers. We also need answers.
Well, that's what the president said. That's what Trump said, is what I just told you.
I saw another one that said the government does know, but when I get in-house, like, what I would be doing is shooting these drones down.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I think you were talking about like that's where like he was talking about shooting those like balloon things down. Remember he talked about that
was a
Those
while
are the
ago.
Chinese spy planes, stuff like that.
So but seriously.
But either way, these drones are coming out, man. The other day, it's just too much, man.
It is too much.
It's too much.
So I mean, staying on the topic of the skies, you know what I mean? So people have also been seeing these orbs, later known as or classified as plasmoids. Think of a plasmoid as like a big sphere of energy. So there's so many theories out there about the drones and these plasmoids. A lot of people are saying, it's coincidence that they're both there at the same time. Other people are saying that these drones are ours, and we're trying to figure out what these plasmoids are, because they could be, from what I heard, like unlimited energy. Sustainable, unlimited energy.
I seen something like that too. But here's to my thing. My thing is like. My thing is, it's like they can't focus up on the thing, so people are just putting up speculations on what these things are. I'm like, yo, dude, it's just a blurred camera with an orb.
Right.
That's what I think it is.
Did you?
But then people are like deep diving in it, like you said, you got the guy that and this. But to my first, to me, who's just a caveman, bro. In my own thoughts, I'm like, yo, dude, that's just an unfocused camera, and you guys are just speculating on being some big old specular, big old thing.
Right.
It's like they're saying, like the drone saying Ezekiel seen these drones.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It looks like Ezekiel seen with all the eyes and the mechanisms and the things like that.
I've seen
I'm
that
like,
too.
nah, dude.
I've seen
Didn't
that
see
too.
that
That's
either,
wild.
bro. I'm like, that's just an unfocused camera. And then what he was seeing, he was probably seeing something just as similar, just a dot in the sky that looked like that. I'm like, nah, dude.
So
Nah, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. So ABC actually also took a video of it with their professional camera, zoomed in all the way. And the funny thing is that I didn't start seeing the things about plasmoids until ABC had this video with a quote unquote like professional camera out. And so later they're like, oh, well, these are actually plasmoids. They are classified as like living things. And I feel like the more and more we figure out what's real, the more and more information comes out trying to like classify these things in a way that we would understand. But taking it back to like the religious stuff too, something I just found out today is that like back in the 1500s, there was another recorded UFO battle in the skies that was published in, it's called something else, but I'll just call it like as a newspaper back in the 1500s. And it explained these orbs in the sky that just appeared, and they didn't mess with anyone on the ground, but it was like an alien like dogfight, for the lack of better words, and there was like this side, and they were like, this side seemed like it was winning, and this side was definitely losing, and then they just disappeared. Pretty crazy.
Some aliens versus cowboys right there.
Oh no, for sure, man. I mean, it's like super crazy about all that stuff that's going on, and I think recently the government came out and said that they believe that they're hobbyists flying around these drones. I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then
doesn't make any sense, because people
there's
would
so
see
many.
something like that.
So many.
I don't know, man. All I know is Diddy has to be part of it, because he's got these people in caves and underground secret things and going on, man. But anyways, we've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
Diddy's
so
been accused of.
He's been accused of a lot of stuff.
I don't even know where to begin. How would you even start to describe this? What's going on right now? Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, let's just call them allegations for the time being. He's been accused of
sexual crimes. I guess
sexual crimes against underage, against minors, and I think he's just also been,
women. Well, women in general,
right?
Men in general, minors and non-minors. Baby oil and mansions everywhere.
A lot of people.
He's flying. He's jet skiing around, trying to be cool, and they finally caught him. Like I said, we've been gone for 7 months, and it's been going on for that. It's probably since then.
It's been a long time, man.
Because like he was driving around in his jet for a while, going to island, doing some things. He was probably trying to like burn records and trying to like get records and trying to get dirt on people and get rid of this and that, going to place. And then now he's locked up. They won't let him out, Akon. You know what I'm saying? Now, like there's videos of him in like hotel rooms beating up his girlfriends and things like that. And there's videos of other people coming forward saying this, that, and the other. They had like parties and they're waking up to men all around them. There's people saying like, you have to do this to be in the business, and this is how we start the business, and this is how we do it.
Like Ryan Garcia.
Like, it's just you know what I mean? What are you hearing about? You know what I mean?
This basically what you've been explaining is that that there's like let's just call it the A-listers or the higher ups, whatever you want to call them, are all part of, a lot of them are all kind of part of these crazy scandals and get-togethers and parties. Like Jay-Z just got like roped into all this, we'll say, because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
also got accused
Forgot
of,
that name.
being with Diddy with minors. And I think that's just absolutely, it's crazy. And then it just goes to like, who else is just going to come out of the woodworks? Like this
Well,
guy,
I
this
think
guy,
I think
this
I heard
guy.
like Usher said something, I think, and like, Cassidy was part of that.
I just think it's nuts, man. It just goes to show, like, for me, it just goes to show that like what money and fame, like you can get away with a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And you know what's crazy? Like some of the speeches that he gave. Now that you
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to him and listen to him, he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I control this, or
Yeah.
we're in control of this." Makes
Crazy.
you think of like, what the heck is this dude really talking about now that this all came forward? You know what I mean?
It's and a lot of stuff's going on that's crazy right now. Like you got the Diddy stuff going on. You got the UFOs or UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, right?
Mm.
And then you got the UC Health dude, right? The insurance guy.
Oh man, so before. Yeah, okay, let's talk about the CEO United Health guy, man. He got assassinated by a guy or a kid named Luigi. You know his last name, Mangati or something. I didn't put it up on there because I didn't want to
Luigi.
butcher his name, but
Yeah.
it's Luigi M. And
Tell me about what happened. What brought about him unaliving this guy?
so I think a lot of it stemmed from him having to do, because he had back surgery a long time ago or a while ago, and had to pay X amount of money, and he was just frustrated with how we have the number one highest. Like we have to pay so much in this, healthcare system, and then yet we're ranked like below
Yeah.
in other countries and stuff like that. So he's so frustrated in regards of that. So I think it stemmed from him being frustrated and going on about. You know what I mean? Did you hear about like his kind of background, why he did that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I did. So what I heard is that he had a good upbringing. He was in
Yeah, money had
straight
nothing
A's.
to do with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Money had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
anything.
so,
family was well off.
Yeah, he was a straight A student, graduated with honors, and I think he was enrolling in some prestigious college. But all this time, I guess what was going on is that his mom was battling cancer, and this whole time they were trying to get their insurance to approve her treatments and things like that, and they just kept denying. And what was it? The three words that they.
So the three words on the shell casings that they found on this dude's body was deny, defend, oppose. That he inscripted on the shell casings.
Yes. So yeah. So I heard that was the whole like thing that brought this whole thing up, is that he was upset that his mom was suffering and they weren't approving any of her treatments, and so he found it was the CEO, right?
Yeah.
He found the CEO, and the CEO was on his way to a board meeting, I believe, like to go over numbers for the month, and he got him right there.
Camped out, knew exactly when and where he was coming and going.
Oh yeah, it was very calm, collected. Because if you watch the video, for those of you that have the stomach for that, like as he's going to aim, his gun jams like 3 times, and he sits there, fixes the jam, tries it, jams again, fixes the jam, and does it, and then finally fires those 3 rounds, and took off running. And they later found him, but.
Yeah, man, crazy on like they don't like we talked about the money had nothing to do with it, but I think the motive had something to do with like how the system is rigged and how like the people we just pay into so much of this healthcare system when we depend so much on the government, and when it happens to us, we don't get nothing from them, even though we give so much to them.
Right.
And then that stems back from like all the hurricanes that just happened recently, also.
Oh my gosh!
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of families out there that are like out of their houses, businesses closed. I mean, there's towns that are destroyed. People still to
crazy.
this day without power. And this hurricane happened at least a month, 2 months ago, maybe. There's like hundreds dead, thousands missing.
It's crazy.
It's just unbelievable. And now like Elon Musk took over Twitter. Now it's called X. One of the quotes that he says is, now that I took this over. You are the media now. And what that means is like everybody goes on X and explains their story and what's going on, and they post their videos, and they're like,
Right.
why is the government sending billions and millions to a different country when they're not even sending us health or aid or anything, or reconstructing our roads, or standing up for the American people? And right now you see that all over the news and all over like major platforms, people talking about these things. Why isn't the government helping out the American people? Why isn't the government telling the American people the truth about what's going on in the skies? Why isn't the American people aware of what's going on, and the government wants to keep us hiding and going into wars that we don't even know what the hell is going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People these days, why are we going over there? They don't even know where it's at on the map, yet we're still sending billions to these people. And at the end of these people's last terms they have in the office, they're just sending billions of people and billions into war because they're war hungry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but you can still see it. But I'm just saying, you know, we want answers. The government's not helping out our own people. Somebody told me, I heard this thing from a veteran. It said, like, there's no one coming.
Right.
When it happens on American soil, the government's not helping us. There's no one to be found. And yet you see these hurricanes and you see these things happening a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, and it's obviously true. Yeah. Nobody's helping us. You know who's helping us? The people that own companies in America. Being like, yo, I'm going to send you these. I'm going to send you the blankets. I'm going to send you coats, jackets, food for your families. That's all American people.
Right.
You know, and that's just crazy how the government's not helping out anybody. Sorry I'm going on a rant. Sorry I'm ranting over here, man.
It's pretty wild. But, you know, going off of that, you know, a lot of people have been praising Luigi for, you know, doing what he did.
Oh, and getting tattoos on their bodies saying those
what
three
do you think,
words.
Yeah, what do you think about people praising him as a hero?
I mean, I think right now what's trending on X right now is We the People, because we the people have the right to stand up. You know, we want to know the answers.
Right.
Do I think what he did is right? I don't think killing another human being is right. Is there other ways to go about it? Of course, but would we know about it? Probably not.
Right.
Would we know about this dude had like an underground, like, tunnels going in his house? You know what I mean?
Did he?
Of course, yeah. It's on the news. He had like underground, like different tunnels going around different places, stuff like that in his house. You know what I mean? This stuff's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think it's wild, you know, and I feel like, you know, we are getting censored a lot from a lot of things, and that's why they're always so angry about TikTok and other platforms like X, because people are able to speak their minds, but not only speak their minds, but show things, you know, as proof of what they are talking about or seeing. You know, I feel like back in the day, you weren't able to connect to, you know, hundreds of millions of people, you know, in 30 seconds just by, you know, uploading a video.
I mean, I remember when we were like the thing we came out, like I said, MySpace, Bebo, shit like that. We were coming out, but now we have Facebook, X. X is like instantly directing you. I think the biggest platform in India is Instagram. So it's like depends on where you live at and what you got going on. But you definitely have that social media influence, man.
Right.
And right now, I think like the biggest thing is these phones getting pointed up at the sky or getting pointed at something, and people want answers.
They just want to know what the heck is going on in their skies. If they're saying that it is hobbyists, then you need to elaborate more on that. You know what I mean?
Lies.
It's interrupting.
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about that real quick because go back to that drone story, dude. So this guy posted something, and he's a quote unquote drone specialist, right?
Right.
And he was saying the only reason why you're going to have drones flying out in the middle of the night is because it's going to be some kind of surveillance or something. Now, he says that they're smelling something. They're smelling for something.
I heard that too.
Okay. The only thing to be smelling for is, like, he said, uranium material or, like, nuclear material. He's like, you're not going to have, like, a big old force in the daytime looking for all this stuff. He's like, you want something quiet. You want to have something that's going on because they think that there was a whole bunch of uranium that went missing overseas.
Did hear about that too.
And they think it somehow got into the United States on the eastern side. So that's what all these drones are flying around, trying to smell some stuff, trying to do this, that, and the other. And then, like, I seen like on the New York Police Department like hashtag saying that they found a drone. But anyway, that could be like a dummy drone. That could be any kind of drone. We don't know.
Right.
But that's the latest thing that I also heard about those drones.
I did hear that too. And then I was listening to that guy, and he pulled the map up of like where all our, where all of our supposed like nukes are, and like all the drone sightings were kind of lining up to that. And he was right. He was like, you see these drones at night, and anyone knows if you have a drone, or any drone hobbyist knows that drones can't see anything at night, especially going as fast as they are going. So they have to have some type of radar or sensor on them to see or get the data of what's going on up there, you know? And I saw another thing that this guy said. He worked for Space Force, and he said that they just launched a intercontinental ballistic missile called like I think it was called Dark Eagle. And supposedly he also said that we have all these drones to figure out if we can interrupt like a future missile attack on U.S. soil. And supposedly he's like, drones can kind of triangulate some areas and throw off or jam certain targets, you know, from missiles and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good theory. You know, who knows? Who knows? Because there's just so many theories out there right now. I don't even.
Yeah, and then people are recording themselves. They're like, oh, I'm in the Walmart parking lot over here in New Jersey, and the lights are going crazy. I'm like, bruh, it's Walmart, dude. It's probably like some cheap old electric they don't want to spend money on because they have billions of dollars to do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Stop freaking everybody out.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and that's a lot of the videos you still see today. And that's kind of like, I don't know, all this plasma stuff that everyone's talking about. I'm like, bro, it's just an unfocused camera y'all got. That's my opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I'm just like, bro, it ain't nothing, dude. Focus up on the camera, dude. I got an Ultra 10,000 1080p, bro.
Right.
I'm like, whatever, dude. It's cool, man.
And then you also have people that are saying, well, everyone's looking up at the drones, and not a lot of people are paying attention to the whole Luigi case, you know, with all that stuff. They're like, so it's like a distraction. Who knows, man?
Oh, my gosh, dude.
You know, who knows?
Oh, it's like a government psyop distracting us from government, knowing that they're doing this behind our backs.
Yeah.
Defend, deny, depose.
Defend, deny, depose.
Deny, defend, depose. Any way you say it.
Oh, yeah. So speaking of those words, there was a lady that was on. So I think it was a couple days after this or a week after this incident. This lady was on the phone with her insurance company.
Oh, my God.
Said those same 3 words. And later, the FBI showed up at her door, arrested her. And now she got arrested and she's going to jail because of that. It was a threat. She threatened, you know. And so that goes to show that they're not taking it lightly. I'm like, why would you even do that, though? You know, I get you're upset, but who knows, man? You know, a lot of people have their reasoning for things, but I just think it's
whatever it is, it's weird, man.
It's wild.
Don't have answers to this yet. People are saying that they're coming next year. They're coming next year.
Yeah, a lot of people
Aliens are
say
real.
that. Yeah, I mean, the government has said aliens are real. They say that they're coming from our oceans. You know, they're saying they're coming right up. They've been here. We've known about them. So I think that's pretty wild, right?
And I think we talked about or heard about or seen things on like the History Channel about like these things coming from the ocean a long time ago.
Right.
You know, there's like people on the ships talking about these things coming from the ocean. So like we don't really know what's down there. Nowadays we probably know 20% of the ocean now. I think back then it was like 10%. I'm gonna say we know about like 20%.
You makes me laugh is that guy. I'm pretty sure you remember this guy, and maybe you guys out there too. But I think it was on the History Channel or Nat Geo, and it was Ancient Aliens, and there was that guy that always had like, he was all dressed up in his suit, but his hair was crazy, and he was like, aliens, man, they're in the ocean, and this and that, and they're like, what do you think about this guy's theories?
Looked like his got blown through, his hair got blown in the wind.
Yeah, and so everyone's debunking this guy, and I bet you right now he's like, now what? I told you guys, and no one believed me.
Name, man?
I don't know, but shout out to that guy. You know,
shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out.
He was trying to tell us, man. He was trying to tell us.
And then also, like, they're uncovering all kinds of, like, lost civilizations and things. You know what, dude? If aliens are real, religion is flipped upside down, and everybody is going to be lost, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? That's all I got to say. You know. You know.
You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's gonna definitely, if that does happen and there's like an alien invasion, I mean, but we technically have already been invaded already, just not knowing or just not
Phoenix
looking
lights,
up.
bro, and the oceans, bro. That you just can't explain that stuff, man.
So yeah, if this does happen, it's gonna be mass panic. It's gonna be pandemonium. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. People are gonna be, looting. People, I ain't paying mortgage the next week, but nah, I ain't. But yeah, let's go on to a different topic here and talk about these.
We were talking about Diddy and his mansion and stuff, and
Yeah.
like to switch the script over here, dude. Let's talk about so Diddy has a mansion, and then the person next to him, the person like relatively close to him was Kai Cent. Kai Cent is a streamer.
Oh yeah, he's his neighbor.
Yeah, he's his neighbor. And he's like just been on like a whole like media stream, longest
30-day,
stream ever, to do whatever it does. He's having like celebrities on there, stuff like that, and like all this is going on, and like Drewski went over there. So on the episode, Kai Cent, he's streaming. Drewski's on there. Kevin Hart's on there. A couple rappers are on there. I can't remember their name. But they're like, wait, what? We didn't know that Diddy was next to you. He's like, oh yeah. It's not a big deal or nothing like that. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
like, I didn't know that he was my neighbor when we bought the place, man. That's kind of weird. Yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny. Kai Cent's getting big, becoming the number one streamer. Drewski's becoming big in the comedy scene. Drewski, he's like doing all his like scenes out there in like Uganda. I think he's in Uganda right now, doing all those comedy Drewski skits that he does right now. People are acting crazy and wilding up. Every time I see those skits, dude, it's like the funniest thing to watch every now and then.
He was
he's blowing up, Drewski.
He was doing he was crashing out on Kai's stream though a couple times. He made some little kid cry.
Well, that's all acting. You know what? That's all acting stuff, dude. When they had the Addams Family kid in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's all acting.
It's
bro.
live.
I mean, yeah, it's live, but you know those families an actor when they go in there. They're all acting about it.
I just like that. And then like there was another time where he was crashing out and they were drumming, and then he gets up and just freaking messes with all this guy's drum, breaks these guys' drums. And I was like, dude, you're too much, man. You're doing too much.
So you're talking about like when he sleeps, like you can sub, and like certain amount of subs equal what these people have to do in the background. Like they have this guy named is it Marlon Morales, the Spider-Man guy?
Yeah.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man kid. He like does the NPC character. He's like, "What's up? My name's Miles. Got some flowers. Spider-Man, y'all." You know what I'm saying? He does that.
Yeah.
And like he had him in his stream, and then when Kaisen's sleeping, like you can pay him to do certain things. And then one of the things is like 200 tokens or something like that. And you can pay this drummer to like do a solo and stuff like that. So Drewski, Kevin Hart, and everybody was all sleeping, and somebody subbed him some tokens, bro. And then it just goes off. And then like Drewski gets up and he just starts smashing the dude's drums. He's like, yo, man,
hilarious.
yo.
There's so many just great.
You know who else is getting
scenes
big
on
in the
there.
YouTube world is Mr. Beast. I don't really get into Mr. Beast.
Oh, he's
Mr.
been
Beast is
big,
much of
man.
a younger crowd, but now I heard he's got like Mr. Beast episodes on Amazon
man.
Prime where you can watch.
Yeah, he's had all that. He's huge, man.
Yeah, like I said, dude, that's not my thing, bro. It's
Yeah.
like for the kids and stuff like that. But I just heard from like a Theo Von podcast. He's talking about this
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah, I watched
don't
that
have
one
any kids,
too.
so I don't really know about Mr. Beast, but I know
Right.
about Mr. Beast.
Right. No, yeah, he's huge, man. He's arguably the highest paid content creator out there.
I think he's got more followers on YouTube than he does.
Yeah.
There's people in the United States.
Some platform. So like, let's just kind of put the numbers out there, and you can kind of understand. Is like, there was a platform out there that offered to buy all of his channels, which he's got like X amount of channels that bring in like millions and millions of views. But they offered him $1 billion to buy all that from, and he said no, because you break it down, he's getting paid more than that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you break it down, you probably get paid way more than that, because now I think like last year, a couple of years ago, he was on the show, the Rogan show, and he was talking about how he wants to get all his videos edited into different languages because he's getting so big and stuff like that. And he said that India is in an untapped market for Instagram because Instagram is the biggest platform in India. Like I said, every country's have their own platforms and their own things like that. So
Yeah.
shout out to all
India.
those people, man.
Yeah.
India, whatever, man. Shout out downtown. You got that, what's your place call it down there? What's up?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy
Tikka
though, man.
masala, see?
This is the time right now to get into. Well, I think any time is as good. You know, there's no
Dude, this
no
is
better
the
time than now.
Best time to be alive as an American, as a human,
Right.
to do anything you want to do, man. To set your mind to do whatever you want to do, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what like this kid the other day tried to assassinate Mr. Trump. And then the other day there's 2 assassinations. Okay, you can be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, man. Try whatever you want to try, man. But they'll get you.
Right, they will. They will definitely get you. But you know who they ain't getting? Those Denver Broncos right there.
Dude, got my jersey on today. They're playing today. Shout out.
Shout out Bo Nix.
Bo
Sutton,
Nix cooking.
Moss. You know what's crazy about Moss?
Got rid of you talking about
the defensive back? Is he is one of 3 white cornerbacks in the league right now. Only 3.
Yeah.
And he's the first white cornerback to do a pick 6 for the first time in like 20 plus years. Shout out to Moss, man.
I was talking to a couple of buddies about that. I was like, how many black cornerbacks are out there? How many black wide receivers are out there? He's like, I can't count them. I was like, get count all the white receivers, dude. I was like, the last person you can remember is probably Ed McCaffrey. He's like, what?
The receivers?
Yeah, because I was talking to older guys.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah, the older
stuff
guys.
that.
I was like, there's a lot of them right now. But, yeah, there's the cornerbacks, man. They're rare. They're a rare breed to be a white cornerback right now.
Get paid like $30 million, I think.
We get paid some money. But, yeah, they're playing the Chargers right now, man, or today. And I think if they beat the Chargers, their playoff hopes are pretty good, looking pretty good. As for my Patriots, man, we're like the third worst team in the NFL right now. But Drake May, you're looking good. Looking good. You're a stud out there.
Raiders are pretty bad.
Oof, Raiders. Shador Sanders is supposed to be the Raiders quarterback, or wants to get drafted to the quarterback for the Raiders. And you got Travis Hunter. He just won the Heisman Trophy. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Go Buffs. So I'm pretty stoked because he might come to New England, but he still says he wants to stay in Denver. So we'll see.
It's crazy because Colorado Buffs just lost to like a number 17 team when they were seeded like a number top team or something like that.
Yeah, the
KC team.
Coach Prime went out and he was like, "You guys just got humbled. You guys just got humbled here, beaten by this team. You know, it goes to show that you guys can't be as cocky as you guys are. You know." So he was on him for that one because that was a big loss.
But be honest, bro. Him and his son have a big influence on that.
Oh, 100%.
That team and that community. Is it a good one? I don't think so because they all talk and they all do this and they all play that glamorous role, but they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for his dad. So kind of to me, when they do that kind of stuff, I'm like, that's what you get. You know?
Yeah, that's what he said. And he came out and said that too, you know.
And it's a different story because like you wouldn't be in that situation if it wasn't for that coach. So if that coach wouldn't bring all that stuff and attention to them, they wouldn't act like that either because they didn't act like that before they were, before he came over. So I mean, I don't know. Depends on what you like. If you like the guy or not like the guy, but I like the dude, but like I don't like the dude in that aspect. He brings all that attention and stuff to that team because before then, like I said, it wasn't like that.
Right.
Everyone's got their opinion, all right?
Definitely. Put it in the comments your opinion, what you think about.
Put in the comments because I've been looking at the videos and no comments down there. We've been going live and I see your live comments in there, but now we need some comments. Shout out to everybody who's shouting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out. What else is going on out there, man?
Chilling, killing.
Killing?
Yeah. It's not green.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going through the camera.
Scared me.
Going through the camera.
Chilling, man.
Chilling.
Hear that?
You guys hear that?
Crickets.
Probably have to turn it up a little more. But yeah, man, a lot of stuff going on in 2024. You know, it's almost the end of 2024.
Yeah,
going to 2025.
Like today's December 19th. Coming back at you live. We're going to pick this up next year, even more, better. Tell us what you want, man.
Tell us what you want.
Tell us what you want.
Put comments down there. Let us know what's going on.
Y'all been wanting to be on the show. Y'all want to come on. You want to do your thing. We're getting there. We're going to do that this year coming up. We're going to get some people on here. Our people. Obviously, you're not going to know anybody that comes on here, but we're bringing them on anyways, man.
Bringing them on.
Okay.
We're going to start doing more phone calls.
Call us up. Caller number 9. I know you've been waiting all day. Look, all these callers. Look how many hundreds, 200s. Just kidding. One. You just called right on time.
He's like, is this Pizza Hut? And I'm like,
He's
no.
like, no, dude. Say, Pizza Hut is a Misfit podcast, small town, baby. Let's go.
You're like, but how you doing? And we just keep them on the phone.
But anyways,
No,
what
dude,
kind of pizza you gonna get? Are you gonna get a large
yeah.
pizza, small pizza?
I really should go. I'll buy your pizza if you give me
Pineapples on
10
your
minutes.
pizza?
All right?
Yo, you subbed to me. I'll buy your pizza.
Yeah, but if we don't do another podcast before Christmas, we hope you guys have a good Christmas. You know, if you guys have been on Santa's naughty list, you guys are probably going to get coal. So make sure you're doing good things out there, all right? What else you got out to say before we end this?
Thank you for being situational awareness out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the Grinch, so I hope you have a terrible Christmas out there. I'm gonna get all the presents from the kids and kick them around. Thank you guys for watching. We out.
If somebody told you that they know me, then they told you it's a story. Keep my business on a low key.